Your legs are lying to you. Right now, while you're sitting there watching this, the muscles in your thighs and calves are already losing strength, and you probably don't feel a thing. That's the terrifying part. Leg weakness doesn't announce itself with pain or a warning sign. It creeps in quietly, year after year, until one day you're gripping a stair rail you never used to need, or you stand up from a chair and your knees buckle for half a second before they catch you. And by the time you notice it, you've already lost a meaningful chunk of the muscle you had 10 years ago. Doctors have a name for this slow fade. They call it sarcopenia. And here's the number that should genuinely alarm you. After the age of 30, most people lose somewhere between 3 and 8% of their muscle mass per decade, and the legs are almost always hit first and hit hardest. Not the arms, not the back, the legs. Because your leg muscles are the biggest, most metabolically demanding muscles in your entire body, they're also the first ones your body starts to sacrifice when nutrition, movement, or hormones start slipping. So, if you've been feeling a little less steady on your feet, a little more winded going up the same stairs you used to fly up, or your knees just feel less reliable than they used to, I want you to know something important. You are not imagining this, and you are not broken. This is a biological pattern, and it is deeply, deeply common. Most people just don't talk about it because it feels embarrassing, like admitting you're getting older in a way you can't control. But here's what nobody tells you: this process is not a one way street. It's not inevitable decline. It's largely reversible, and in some cases, dramatically so, if you understand what your leg muscles actually need to rebuild themselves. And that's not just heavy squats or endless walking, although movement absolutely matters. The real lever, the one almost nobody optimizes correctly, is what's on your plate. Now, here's where it gets interesting because your muscles are not passive tissue just sitting there waiting to be used. They are constantly being broken down and rebuilt every single day in a cycle called muscle protein turnover. When you're young, that cycle tilts in your favor almost automatically. Your body rebuilds faster than it breaks down. But as you age, something called anabolic resistance kicks in, which basically means your muscles become less responsive to the building signals they used to respond to easily. The same plate of food that used to trigger strong muscle repair in your 20s does less and less as you get older, unless you deliberately compensate for it. And this is the piece almost nobody explains clearly. It's not just about eating more protein, it's about eating the right protein in the right amount, alongside specific nutrients that unlock its potential. Miss those cofactors, and you can eat chicken breast all day long and still watch your legs slowly weaken. So let's get into exactly what to put on your plate, because by the end of this, I'm going to walk you through the one food that researchers consistently rank as the single most efficient trigger for rebuilding leg strength. And it's probably not what you'd guess. Let's start with eggs because they solve a problem most people don't even know they have. Eggs contain what's called a complete amino acid profile, meaning they have every single building block your muscles need in one package. And critically, they're loaded with leucine. Leucine is the ignition key for something called muscle protein synthesis. Think of your muscle fibers as a construction site. You can have all the bricks and cement trucks in the world lined up, but nothing gets built until someone turns the ignition and starts the crew working. Leucine is that ignition. Research has repeatedly shown there's a threshold amount of leucine your body needs in a single sitting to actually flip that switch, and eggs hit that threshold efficiently without a mountain of calories. 2 to 3 eggs a day, especially at breakfast when most people are running on empty from an overnight fast, gives your leg muscles the raw signal they need to start repairing instead of just holding steady. Now consider fatty fish, things like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. These do something eggs alone can't. They deliver omega-3 fatty acids directly into the muscle tissue. And here's the part that surprises people. Omega-3s don't just support your heart or your brain. They actually improve how sensitive your muscle cells are to protein. Remember that anabolic resistance we talked about where aging muscles stop responding as strongly to protein intake? Omega-3 fatty acids have been shown to partially reverse that resistance, meaning the same amount of protein becomes more effective at building muscle when omega-3s are present. It's like turning up the volume on a signal that was getting quieter every year. 2 servings of fatty fish a week is the general benchmark researchers point to, and if you genuinely can't stand fish, This is one area where a high quality supplement can partially bridge the gap, though whole food always does it better. But that's only half the story, because protein and fats mean nothing if your body can't actually use them properly. And that brings us to something most people completely overlook, which is vitamin D. Here's a fact that should stop you in your tracks. Vitamin D receptors exist directly on the surface of muscle fibers, especially the fast twitch fibers responsible for powerful, quick movements, like catching yourself when you trip or pushing up out of a low chair. Without enough vitamin D, those fibers literally shrink over time in a process researchers can observe directly under a microscope. And the uncomfortable truth is that a huge percentage of adults, especially anyone who spends most of their day indoors, are walking around with insufficient vitamin D levels without even knowing it, because the deficiency itself doesn't hurt. Fatty fish gives you some, sunlight gives you more, but egg yolks and fortified dairy also contribute meaningfully. And this is exactly why I'm building this list as a system, not a random assortment of healthy foods. Each one is solving a different piece of the same puzzle. Now let's talk about something that sounds almost too simple to matter, and that's potato. Not fried, not loaded with butter, just a plain baked or boiled potato with the skin on. Here's why this earns its place on a serious list about leg strength. Potatoes are one of the richest natural sources of potassium you can eat, and potassium plays a critical, often ignored role in muscle contraction. Every single time your leg muscle fires, whether you're climbing stairs or just standing up, it relies on a precise electrical exchange between potassium and sodium across the muscle cell membrane. When potassium runs low, that electrical signal gets sloppy and you experience it as weakness, cramping, or that rubbery, unstable feeling in your legs, especially later in the day. Most people assume that feeling means they're simply tired or out of shape, when actually their electrolyte balance is quietly sabotaging their muscle function. One medium potato delivers more potassium than a banana, which surprises almost everyone I mention this to. Here's where we need to pause and connect a few dots because you might be thinking, this all sounds reasonable, but is it actually going to move the needle for me specifically? And that's a fair question because the honest answer is that no single food is magic. What actually works is the combination hitting your muscles with the right signals repeatedly, day after day, so that the scale finally tips from breakdown back toward rebuilding. That's not a quick fix industry marketing promise. That's just how human physiology works, and understanding that is genuinely liberating because it means this is entirely within your control starting today. Let's move to Greek yogurt and specifically why it beats regular yogurt for this purpose. Greek yogurt is strained to remove excess liquid, which concentrates the protein significantly, often delivering double the protein of standard yogurt in the same serving size. But the real advantage here is convenience combined with a specific protein called casein, which digests slowly. Most muscle building advice focuses obsessively on fast digesting protein around workouts, but slow digesting casein protein, especially eaten before bed, provides your muscles with a steady trickle of amino acids overnight during the exact window when your body does the majority of its repair work. This is a detail almost nobody optimizes, and it's essentially a free upgrade. Swap your evening snack for a bowl of plain Greek yogurt, and you're feeding your leg muscles while you sleep, instead of leaving them idle for 8 hours straight. Now, beans and lentils deserve a place here too, and not just for vegetarians. Beyond delivering solid plant protein, legumes are packed with magnesium, and magnesium is involved in over 300 processes in your body, including, critically, muscle relaxation and energy production inside the mitochondria of your leg cells. Here's the part people don't expect. A magnesium shortfall doesn't just cause weakness, it often causes cramping and stiffness because your muscles struggle to relax properly after contracting. If you've ever woken up with a sudden Charlie horse gripping your calf in the middle of the night, magnesium deficiency is one of the most common culprits, and legumes are one of the most reliable ways to correct it through food rather than a pill. So, we've covered eggs for the ignition signal, fatty fish for sensitizing your muscles to that signal, vitamin D for keeping your fast twitch fibers alive and firing, potatoes for the electrical current that powers every contraction, Greek yogurt for overnight repair, and legumes for relaxation and mitochondrial energy. Each piece plays a distinct role, and together they form something far more powerful than any single superfood ever could. But I told you there was one food that researchers consistently point to as the most efficient single trigger for rebuilding leg strength. And I've been holding it back on purpose because I wanted you to understand the full system first. That food is lean red meat, specifically something like grass fed beef or bison in modest, controlled portions. Here's why it earns the top spot, and it might surprise you given how much red meat gets villainized in health content. Red meat delivers not just complete protein and leucine, but also creatine and highly bioavailable iron and zinc, all in one package, and creatine specifically is where this gets genuinely exciting. Creatine helps regenerate the immediate energy your muscle cells burn through in the first few seconds of powerful movement. Exactly the kind of movement your legs rely on to catch you when you stumble or push you up out of a chair. Multiple studies on older adults have shown that combining resistance movement with adequate creatine and protein intake produces measurably greater gains in leg strength than protein alone. It's not about eating red meat every single day in huge quantities. It's about including it a few times a week in a fist-sized portion as the anchor point that ties every other nutrient on this list together. Because iron and zinc from red meat also support the oxygen delivery and hormone production your muscles depend on to actually use everything else you've been feeding them. So here's what I want you to take away from this. Leg weakness is not a life sentence, and it's not some mysterious inevitability you just have to accept. It's a solvable equation built on ignition signals, sensitivity, electrical balance, overnight repair, relaxation, and energy regeneration, all working together every single day. Start layering these 6 foods in consistently. Pair them with even modest movement like walking or body weight squats, and you're giving your legs everything they need to rebuild strength instead of quietly losing it. If this genuinely opened your eyes to something you didn't know about your own body, hit subscribe because there is so much more we're going to uncover about how to keep your body strong, capable, and reliable for decades to come, and I don't want you missing a single one of these breakdowns.